Okay, so how do I fill how do I fill my journal? If it isn't obvious yet, just glue everything that you can and you want to your notebook. For me, there's a lot actually because I steal stuff. Don't come at me, police. It's just the free things that you can like grab from museums. For example, their maps. I steal that. It's not stealing if it's free. And then business cards. I do ask for business cards if they're not on display. I ask the staff if they have. If they don't, it's fine. Receipts sometimes ask for them too. I print a lot of Instax. I prefer printing than taking a camera because, well, I have not. Okay, let me show you. This was my first Instax. The feature is nothing. It's just take photos with it and then it will print. I realized that it's quite expensive to keep using this because I'm not a perfect photographer. It's very rare for me to take photos with this and be happy with it. It's either I take another one or just pretend that I'm happy with the shot. So it's not the perfect thing for me. So I bought the printer, which is this one. SP2. This is also available for wide Instax if you're into that. I'm not. I'm into the mini. I prefer this one because I get to choose which pictures I can print. But the thing is, because I do print I do print pictures like this and stick them to my notebook. When I travel, it's kind of bulky and heavy to bring with me every time. So I don't think I've ever bought this with me because it adds to the luggage weight that I'm not really a fan of. So it always stays at home. So sometimes I'm not able to journal confidently because I have to wait when I have to. For example, if I want an Instax on this page, if I want to share something on this page through an Instax, I won't be able to do it unless I'm home because I have to print it first. So the conclusion is to buy a hybrid. This is my first hybrid. I waited for this because of the aesthetic and also I was deciding if it was worth it. I did bring this to my Sydney trip, which was my latest trip, but eventually I was not able to print anything or journal anything in Sydney because I was also studying remote while I'm on vacation. So that's the story of my Instax. I'll keep this, I'll take them away. There are also transport cards. Some countries have these like paper things that is equivalent to a card, which you could just tap. Sometimes the machines don't take them. You are able to take them with you, and it's kind of insane, but like I do keep some of the food wrappers because some food are wrapped twice because establishments understand that fans would like to keep things like this with them, so it's wrapped like it's double wrapped. So there's a paper for the churro because this is for a churro, and then this is the outside paper, so there's the lining inside, and then like cup holders. What else can you paste? What else have I pasted? Oh, like movie tickets, clothing tags. What else? Freebies from skincare that you've bought. Stickers, like concert tickets, boarding passes, Instax, yada yada yada. So I think the most insane that I have so far is from my Sydney trip because that is a museum map and this is a zoo map. And this is from a paper bag. It's just anything you want, everything that makes you happy. Coaster, more stamps, receipts, tickets, stuff like that. Second, use your 5 sentences. Sentences, not sentences. Write what you see, write what you hear, write what you taste, write what you feel, write what you smell, write everything you want to write. So for here, for example, I'm debating on getting new instant cameras. So I've drawn a badly drawing of the cameras that I wanted. I drew this in January, I think. I've listed the pros and cons of each camera, but as of June, I don't think I want anything from either of them. So that's a good thing. That saved me quite some money because both of these are quite expensive. One thing to think about, journal. It helps you with your finances. What else do I write? Oh, I watched the movies that I want to watch this year. This year is a leap year, so we have 366 days. So I thought maybe I should watch 366 new movies. So far I have written 133, but this was last updated, was it April or May? So there's a lot of whole new movies that I have not yet listed here. I'm quite confident that I will reach 366. So this is actually a tally of all the friendship bracelets that I made for the Eras tour. That's a memory. Next, the tortured poets department. So be a poet, be serious, be unserious. What else? There are times for me when I suddenly have bars in my head, like rhymes that I suddenly think of. I write it. I'm not a poet either. I'm not an artist, but I try to draw. So it's just not poets, drawings. There's some drawings that I'm quite proud of, but again, I'm not really the most talented out there. What year is this? 2023. So I try to occupy a page by drawing on them. So this counts for me as occupying everything. Sometimes I draw stuff, but I can't finish, but I still draw. Although I know mostly and eventually I would be very frustrated because it won't look like what I wanted it to look like. So this is my favorite page ever. I'm actually thinking of tearing this and just keep it to my recent diary or my recent journal, but I don't have the heart to do that. When I see pretty hands, I try to tend to draw them. These hands have the same owner, just I found the hands pretty. In the past year, I have tried watercoloring, drawings like that, and I do write the original artist because I cannot draw from memory. I tend to have references, and there are better artists than me. This is from one of my videos. I tried attempting to watercolor stuff like that, and then try other mediums as well. For this one is oil pastel. So, let me give you an example from this year. I found this from an artist called Natalia. So it's an attempt to imitate one of her drawings. She has very cool artistic style. I like it, and she has cool merch, which I will try to buy within a year. That's my third tip, I guess. Fourth one I've already mentioned. Just list the books that you read, books you want to read, movies you've watched. For me this year, the movies I've seen in cinemas this year, this reading challenge from Fully Booked for this year. I sometimes list the watering schedule of my plants. List anything you want. List the things that brings you joy. I also write about the songs that I like, or some lyrics I write. I do that. Oh, I don't write every day. You don't have to write every day. That is tiring. There are days when I don't feel like writing, not because of the circumstances, I just don't feel like it. And then there are days when I feel like writing. So sometimes I write a lot that it would occupy the next pages. But just if you feel like writing, do it. If you don't do it. There are times when a month would pass by and then I'd have nothing else, so I'd compensate by sticking things or drawing, stuff like that. Lastly, I think this is the most important bit. Some people have asked me like what hobbies it could take, and I really answer journaling. I guess some people are hesitant to do it because they think that to journal it has to be pretty. It's not. It can be as plain as you want. It doesn't have to look like the pages you see on Instagram. For example, this doesn't make sense. No, but it's just there. It's actually a packaging from a skincare, I believe. It's just that, it's plain. There's nothing there. Attempted sketch that I still haven't finished. photos of my friends. It's just like that. It doesn't have to like have an artistic value in every page. Just paste, glue, type, whatever you want. See, full of thoughts and just list of recipes. Can be as chaotic as you want. It doesn't have to be fancy. If you think that it's boring, that's okay. Look at the pages that I have from my first years of journaling. Doesn't make sense. It's not on theme. I try to do themes now, but sometimes I'm just too lazy. Journaling is really fun. It's something that I would recommend anyone and everyone to do because, feelings and stuff. And if you don't know where to start, watch a movie, go to a museum, pick a paper that is free, preferably, then paste it on a notebook. That easy. So, I guess that's that for today. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. 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 Bye.